För 5 veckor sedan var Judas Priest i Sverige för ett par konserter. Och naturligtvis var Diezel på plats och träffade sångaren Halford som varit med i gruppen ända sedan starten för 18 år sedan.
You know who Jekyll and Hyde is?
Yeah,
that's me. I'm the Jekyll and Hyde of heavy metal. If you want to know anything about heavy metal, you should ask Judas Priest, because we were there from day one and we're still here now. So I think in 18 years we've seen a lot, we've made a lot of music, we've accomplished a lot of things, you know, and we're still doing that now as we go into 1991 with a new album and another world tour. There's still so much more to do, but so much has happened, you know. It's a long time, 18 years, and thousands and thousands of miles of travelling, kilometres, millions of kilometres all over the world, and doing lots of thousands of shows. It's difficult to keep a track on all the things that we've done. Maybe someday, maybe you should make a movie, the history of Judas Priest, you know, the heavy metal history of Judas Priest.
How would you like to define heavy metal?
Well, there's lots of ways of looking at it. I mean, when you think of how heavy metal progressed from the changes in the late 60s through people like Jimi Hendrix and the Cream, bands like this that took the next step to play the guitar stronger and louder and with more definition, and people like Jimmy Page with Led Zeppelin, and the original heavy metal band for me, which is Black Sabbath, the very original one, you know, which is my ultimate heavy metal band. I think that it's just the way that the style of the playing developed over the years, but I've always felt that heavy metal is distinctly European. It was born in Europe, you know, because we took a lot of the things to some extent from America, and we took a lot of the electric rock feel of the 60s and defined it with a lot of the blues feel from America. And that's why you'll hear when people like Tony Iommi or Glenn or Jimmy Page or people like Hendrix or Clapton used to say the blues was a big influence, you know. So it's a combination of all of those things, how it developed and how it became a definitive sound. There's lots of different reasons and different stories how it, you know, people perceive it, but I think some of those ways were how I feel that metal was beginning. I like the heavy metal music that punches you in the face, you know, and rips your skin off. I like good hard music that makes you...
I think today you are heavier than ever. What made this developing?
Well, I think if you look at, say, something like the Sad Wings of Destiny album and compare that to Sin After Sin, or Sin After Sin, compare that to British Steel, there's a definite distance in how we have grown with our music. We always said from day one that heavy metal isn't just one dimension. It's not just heavy riffs, you know. It's a lot of things all mixed up in different ways, different colours, different moods, different tempos, different emotions. And we have always tried to show everybody that you can make heavy metal any way you want to make it. So it can be Turbo Lover, or it can be Painkiller, or Free Will Burning, or Living After Midnight, or Screaming for Vengeance. It can be lots of different things. And so where we are now, I think, is just one more variety of a lot of different things that everybody understands about Judas Priest. I don't think it's a step backwards, it's not a return to a vintage style. It's modern 1991 heavy metal, taking some ideas from the new styles of heavy metal, thrash, speed, whatever you want to call it. All of these things mixed up with what we feel is the European style of metal, the traditional metal values, all mixed up together.